The nightingale is a small bird and is a member of the thrush family. It is known for its beautiful voice. The bird is found in woods, especially along streams. It eats insects. The nightingale hops along the ground and then stands motionless before continuing.
Nightingale reads, N reads,
I'll never nibble my nails again, said Nikki, the nervous nightingale.
Nikki Nightingale sang a trill or two one spring morning. "That's not bad," he said to himself. "My song is still there." He trilled some more. It was a beautiful day and Nikki Nightingale loved to sing. Suddenly Nikki Nightingale noticed a note that, well, it just wasn't as beautiful as most of Nikki Nightingale's notes. "Oh dear," Nikki Nightingale thought. "I believe I'm getting a bad note in my scale. That worries me." Nellie Nightingale, with a beautiful burst of melody, landed on the branch next to Nikki Nightingale. "Listen, Nellie Nightingale, I think I'm getting a bad note." Nikki Nightingale trilled a scale, and sure enough, one note wasn't quite as pretty as the others. "Oh, don't worry, Nikki Nightingale. Everyone has a bad note from time to time." Nikki Nightingale nibbled his nails. He was so worried. Do you think it will get better?" Nikki Nightingale asked. "Oh, dear, Nellie Nightingale, I'm so worried." Nellie Nightingale kindly answered, "Now calm down, Nikki Nightingale. It's nothing to worry about." But I am worried," said Nikki Nightingale as he started to nibble another nail. "I think I'd better go home." All the way home, Nikki Nightingale worried. "I sound so awful." A tear dripped from the end of Nikki Nightingale's beak. "I'll probably lose my voice completely and never sing another note." And Nikki Nightingale was really sobbing now. "What's a nightingale without a song?" And at that, Nikki Nightingale stuffed his claw in his beak and began to nibble all his nails at once. A red and yellow striped worm that was on the ground near the path spoke up in a tiny voice. "Nikki Nightingale, is that you?" "Yes," whined Nikki Nightingale. "It's me now, but I don't know how long I'll sound like me. What's a nightingale without a song?" "Don't you have a song?" the tiny voice asked. "Nikki Nightingale, you sang all right yesterday. Let me hear you," said the worm. "I've got a bad note," Nikki Nightingale said nervously. Nikki Nightingale tried a few notes and it sounded awful. "Oh, listen," he cried. "My voice is gone already." "Nikki Nightingale," the tiny voice said, "don't be silly. No wonder you sound awful, for you forgot to take your claw out of your mouth." Nikki Nightingale sniffed. "Oh, I'm so nervous. I was nibbling my nails." "Nikki Nightingale, please stop." The tiny voice really sounded quite firm. "All right," Nikki Nightingale replied. "I'll stop and never nibble my nails again." "That's better. Now sing a scale for me." Nikki Nightingale wiped away a tear and bravely sang a scale, and it really wasn't bad at all. Said the green and yellow worm. "It sounds okay to me, except for that one worried note." "One worried note?" Nikki Nightingale was surprised. "I'm worried, but I didn't know I was singing as if I were worried." "When you worry, Nikki Nightingale, it shows in everything you do. If you are worrying, it even ruins your singing. So that's what's wrong, Nikki Nightingale said. I'm giving myself bad notes by worrying. Your worrying hurts you, Nikki Nightingale. Worrying takes away the joy you bring other people by your singing. Worrying is just not a good thing to do, is it? No, Nikki Nightingale, don't worry and don't nibble your nails. A nightingale never sings nicely when he nervously nibbles his nails. Nikki Nightingale sang many good notes. What did Nikki Nightingale do when he sang one not so good note? Yes, that's right, he became worried. When Nikki Nightingale worried, did he sing better or worse? That's right, he sang worse, didn't he? On what did Nikki Nightingale nibble? Yes, Nikki Nightingale nibbled nervously on his nails. Did that help? No, it didn't, did it? Was it a healthy thing to do? No, not at all. What little creature helped Nikki Nightingale? Yes, it was a little green and yellow striped worm. When Nikki Nightingale quit worrying, crying and nibbling his nails, what happened? Yes, he was able to sing quite nicely. What did Nikki Nightingale learn? He learnt that worrying is just not a good thing to do, is it? What did you learn? That we should not worry and that we should cast our cares upon Jesus.
Listen as I tell you a word. Can you hear the n sound? Name. Can you hear the n sound in the word name? Yes, name has the n sound. Age. Can you hear the n sound in the word age? No, age doesn't have the n sound. Nap. Can you hear the n sound in the word nap? Yes, nap has the n sound. Bill. Can you hear the n sound in the word bill? No, the word bill doesn't have the n sound. Grin. Can you hear the n sound in the word grin? Yes, the word grin has the n sound. Cow. Can you hear the n sound in the word cow? Can you hear the n sound in the word cow? No, the word cow doesn't have the n sound. Any. Can you hear the n sound in the word any? Yes, the word any has the n sound. Sand. Can you hear the n sound in the word sand? Yes, the word sand has the n sound. Cold. Can you hear the n sound in the word cold? No, the word cold doesn't have the n sound. Night. Can you hear the n sound in the word night? Yes, the word night has the n sound. Listen as we read a sentence. Can you find the word that has the n sound?
I like my name.
Can you find the word that has the n sound?
I like my name. Name! Name has an N sound. Children should take naps.
Can you find the word that has the n sound?
Children should take naps. Naps. Nap has a n sound. Fire will burn.
Can you find the word that has the n sound?
Fire will burn. Burn. Burn has a n sound. Nighttime is for sleepy eyes.
Can you find the word that has the n sound?
Nighttime is for sleepy eyes. Night. Night has a n sound. Have you ever walked on sand?
Can you find the word that has the n sound?
Have you ever walked on sand? Sand. Sand has a n sound.
Let's blend these sounds. N, a, n, a, nay, nay. N, a, n, a, na, na. N, a, n, a, na, na. N, e, n, e, ni, ni. N, n, ne, ne. A, n, ain, ain. A, n, an, an. A, n, an, on. E, n, een. N, n. Let's blend these sounds into words. N, a, n, a, name, name. S, n, a, r, s, n, a, r, snare, snare. R, a, n, rain, rain. A, n, an. R, a, n, ran, ran. F, a, n, fan, fan. M, a, n, man, man. S, e, n, scene, scene. M, e, n, mean, mean. B, e, n, bean, bean. N, e, r, near, near. M, a, n, men, men. B, a, n, ben, ben.
In me, Jesus, ye have peace. John 16, verse 33a. One day, Jesus went down to the sea and got into a ship. He had told his disciples to follow me. When the disciples saw Jesus get into the ship, they followed him into the ship. They may not have known where Jesus was going, but they obeyed his command to follow him. Shortly after they got into the boat, the waves began to get bigger and bigger. The wind began to blow harder and harder. A storm was coming up. It was scary to be on the boat in a storm. The boat moved up and down, back and forth. The waves came higher and higher. Sometimes a big wave hit the outside of the ship, and water sprayed over the side, falling like rain on the men in the ship. The waves got bigger, and soon they were splashing lots of water inside the ship. The Bible says the ship was covered with waves. That was really scary. What do you think would happen to a ship if the waves covered it for a long time? Yes, it would sink, and then all the people would be in the water. The disciples were afraid. They thought the boat would go down and they would be thrown into the water. Even a good swimmer can hardly swim in stormy water. I know you are wondering where Jesus was. Why were the disciples afraid while Jesus was in the boat? Didn't they know that Jesus was God and he could take care of them anywhere? They knew that, but maybe they had forgotten it. Do you know where Jesus was? He was fast asleep. The disciples couldn't believe it. Here the boat was rocking, the water was coming in, the wind was blowing, and Jesus was asleep? Someone wake up Jesus. This boat is about to go down. Why doesn't Jesus do something? So they woke Jesus, saying, Lord, save us, we'll die. Do you think Jesus was worried when he woke up? No, of course not. Jesus is God and he is in control of everything. Jesus very calmly said to them, Why are you afraid? You surely don't have much faith. He meant that they were not depending on him to take care of them. Jesus Christ stood in the boat, and the Bible says he rebuked the wind and the sea. That means he corrected them. Now, if you stood in a big storm and said, Wind, be quiet. Waves, calm down, I'm sure nothing would happen. When Jesus stood up and rebuked the wind and the waves, something happened. Everything became quiet. The Bible says there was a great calm. The disciples looked at each other in amazement. What kind of man is this, they said. Even the wind and sea obey him. The disciples looked at each other in amazement. What kind of man is this, they said. Even the wind and sea obey him. The disciples were amazed. Here they had been so worried and excited, so afraid the boat would go down. Did they need to worry when Jesus was in the boat? No, Jesus is our peace. When Jesus is in control, we have an inner quietness. We know he will take care of us. Matthew 8:23-27. Character objective. Peaceful. To learn to have peace through Jesus. We must yield ourselves to the Lord for his control, for he is our peace. The inner quietness, freedom from disturbance or strife, absence of excitement or confusion. When things happen to make us afraid, we should remember that God can do anything. He will not let anything happen to us that is not in his will. We should trust God and never worry. He knows all about us and he knows exactly what we need. He has promised to take care of us, just as he could control the wind and the waves, he can control the things in our world too. We ought to trust him, for he is our peace. When things happen that make us afraid, the Bible tells us that we should think about God and remember that he loves us. Then we should ask him to care for us and stop worrying. If we are afraid, that means we are not trusting God to take care of us. In me, Jesus, ye have peace. John 13:33a. In me, Jesus, ye have peace. John 16:33a. Now say it with me. In me, Jesus, ye have peace. John 16:33a.
Nightingale reads, N reads,